Okay, now we're going to go through actions, and that's like the park or the parking lot, or doing searches and stuff like that. If you notice down here, it's actually leading us to uh, still to the indexed. So let's go ahead and open up index. And if we look at, let's scroll up to parking lot. Here's where we get our choose our option, simple search, mug someone, break into a vehicle, or steal a car. This is going to send us to action.php where we're going to go from there. But it's the same with parking lots and the park. It's both actions, and this is just where it prints it out if it said equals park. So let's go to action, and the top is basically set the same. This is action.php. Let's start with the parking lot. If the player food is less than 3 or the player water is less than 3, then you're not going to be able to do any actions. That's how you keep a player from to where they're buying food and water. And you can change this to stamina. You can get rid of this altogether. This is just the way I was going to work it. But anyways, it kind of tells them you're starving. You can't do anything. You need to do anything. Or if their hit points is less than 1, then their health is too low. They need to get to a doctor. Then it's also going to check your tickets. If remember, you can only have a total of 5 tickets. So if you have more than 5 tickets, then it's not going to let you do anything. Scroll back. If type equals 1, which is the first thing we did, which was let's go back here. Where's actually parking lot we're in. And they're basically, instead of setting it up, if you notice, type equals 1, type equals 2, 3, and 4. That's just kind of how I set up the variable on there. So if type equals 1, then I do a difficulty factor that's random, just 1 through 10. We take the player skill, their IQ, and their scavenge score, and we do a difficulty roll, then we do a player roll, and we compare the two, and if they do good, then we do select all from searches where level equals 1, success equals 1, type equals parking lot. And sometimes, and then we minus their food, because every time they do something it takes away food. Also, another thing is that, let me go ahead and show you in the database. That's why I clicked over here. Let's look at searches. I set this up to where you guys can come in and add any kind of searches you want, and you can have GMs doing it, and that way you guys can have thousands of different ways of searching. You come in here and you put the success. If it's 1, that means that it was a success. If it's a 0, that means it wasn't. That way they're all in one deal. That means it's a failure. So 1, if you notice 1, it's a level 1. Its type is parking lot. And while searching through the garbage cans, you find a candy bar or whatever. Since it doesn't take any hit points, so leave that as 0. Item ID, you go over to here to items, and whatever ID that is, you put it in here, and it'll give it to that player, and it'll tell them, hey, you just got this item. This is how much food and water it takes away, and how much cash they receive. All this does was give them a candy bar, so they get item 1. If you notice, this one's a failure. Parking lot, you search for what seems like forever and find nothing. The only thing they lose is 2 water and 2 food. Here, mugging, you mug somebody. Like this one here, while searching through gravel for change, you were bitten by a snake. I think is this one. If you notice, it takes away hit points. So this doesn't add; it takes away. And it's a failure. So that's all you do for setting up tons of different searches. I mean, you could put 500 in here, and every time somebody searches something new, this kind of gives some cool dynamics to your game. And if you notice, I'll do a simple search, and you're starving your body, replenish yourself. See, I'm out of water, and I don't think I have anything to add any water. I didn't add any items to me. No, but oh well. You guys can do it yourself. Add yourself some water or whatever you need. So let's go back. So anyway, and then that's all this is doing right here. It's taking away your food. If your search item ID does not equal 0, in other words, if there's an item, then go ahead and select that item and then give it to the player. Else, let's see, and here's where we this else is for if you failed. Then it's going to select all from searches where level equals 1 and success equals 0 in the parking lot. And then it's going to update your food and the hit points and water and all that other good stuff and cash. It's going to go ahead. If it's a 0, then even though it looks like it's going to minus it, it's still a 0, so it doesn't matter. So that's kind of how that works. Type 2, it's also going to do the same thing with your tickets. You know, up here you're not going to have to worry about tickets because you don't get tickets, but for mugging and trying to steal a car you will get tickets, so that's when it's going to check for your tickets. This is the same thing except for you're using your strength and your intimidation because you're trying to mug. And this is the same thing except for type equals mugging, and it goes through and does almost the exact same thing. And if you fail, it's the same way. And if you fail here, you actually receive a ticket, and then it actually pulls from the tickets, which is in the database, which I've already showed you. It'll pull the ticket and what it is and where type equals mugging and all that good stuff. Type equals 3, which is looks like stealing a car. Same thing, checks for tickets. If you don't have 5 tickets, then it says success equals 1. It checks it. Type equals vehicle, and then it goes to the exact same thing. It's just that over and over. You know, it's just that over and over again. So you can actually add your own new types of searching, mugging, whatever, and you can almost copy and paste this, but just change your type in your database and then put whatever you want in the database. Type equals 4, kind of the same thing, which is Grand Theft Auto. Let's go back real quick. Go back to our parking lot. Break into vehicles, the first one, and then the other one's steal a car. So, and I haven't really set up the whole vehicle thing yet. I didn't know how I was going to work it yet, and I thought, I'll just leave it to those guys how they want to set it up. So, the vehicles aren't totally set up yet, but this still works the same. Next we have our park. If the type equals park, it's almost the exact same way as the parking lot, except for it's different types of searches. You're going to have, let's go never mind, and let's go to the park now. You're going to have simple search and mug someone. Almost the same thing, just a different type of place. You know, it's a little easier here, and it provides for a different type, and you can put those wherever. So that's really all there is to actions. Now we are later on in videos going to make up some new places and some new type actions, but this is kind of what I have so far.